Hello and welcome to this new blog post where I want to show you a completely new way how you might record your travel expenses. So let's have a look what I will show you first. So I will show you how you can create a new travel expense report, and then we will create the expense report lines. And this, of course, we will do it in a different way, as I said, with the smart glasses. So in the first step, I will just send a message to the WhatsApp connector using if this then that to trigger a flow basically via an email, and this flow will then create a travel expense report journal. So once we have that, I will make photos with my smart glasses, and these photos, they will be automatically imported into the MetaView app. Once there, I have a connection to OneDrive on my smartphone, which will automatically synchronize the pictures to a OneDrive file. And once the files are there, I have a Power Automate flow that triggers once a new file is created. If this is done, I am doing an extraction of the information from the pictures, and then I fill the different expense report lines. And that's what I want to show you next. Basically in my small office. So let's have a look and check it out how this works. Okay, so you see now different screens, including me with my smart glasses again. So in the upper left hand corner you can basically see my desk, a lot of things running around, and I have a neighbor here working on something. Then in the lower left hand part, I show you my OneDrive. That's where the pictures are synchronized from my, once I make a picture, it's synchronized to this folder. And on the right hand side, you see Dynamics 365, where I want to create an expense journal. Yeah? And the way how to do this is, of course, by a voice record. And let me try to do that. Hey Meta, send a message to Jack Sparrow on WhatsApp.
Okay, Jack Sparrow on WhatsApp. What's the message?
New expense report.
Message to Jack Sparrow says, new expense report. Ready to send?
Yes.
Sending message.
Okay, so you saw that a new message arrived here, and what will happen, as last time I used if this then that to create an outgoing email, which should arrive in a second, hopefully here. And once the email arrives, flow is basically triggered, and this flow will then generate a new expense journal in Dynamics 365. So let's see and wait if we can see that. So here is already the message, and based on that, this flow here should run. So now let's see. So it's already 8:39 here. So if everything worked, then we should see here a new journal with the number 15. So you see that that's the new journal that was just generated. Now I will move around a bit. I will try to speak. And what I will do is, here in front of my desk, I have a couple of receipts. These are real travel expenses that I had, some old ones, but I will make photos and then synchronize the photos to this OneDrive here. And once that happens, a second flow should start. This is this flow here that extracts the travel expense lines. And what should happen is the different lines should be filled with information that is read from the document. So let me try to make some photos first. Need to get up, and now I make photos. That's the first receipt. Then I have here a Deutsche Bahn ticket. Then I have here an invoice about an accommodation where I stayed, a kind of hostel. And finally, the last thing is I have a text series that really looks a bit messy. And I can hardly read things. Okay, so now the pictures are there. And what will happen if you put the glasses back into the case? It will synchronize things. Yeah, I will do this manually because otherwise I have to wait a bit. So I just say, okay, import the 4 media. You cannot really see that, but once it's imported and once we synchronize things with OneDrive, then you should see here 4 new pictures. And as I said, this will typically happen automatically. Usually every couple of minutes these things are synchronized, but I do not want to wait. So that's why I basically open my app here and press now the synchronize button and then say, okay, now synchronize things. And once this happens, these new pictures should show up. So let's wait a bit. It says synchronization is still running. Okay, let's update things. And you should see here the new photos that I made. Yeah. And these photos, they basically trigger the flows here. And it takes a while. You see, first one is already running, second one, and so on. Yeah. And while this is running, I can quickly show you how I set this up because it will take a while. So what I did is basically I said when a file is created in this OneDrive, I identify whether it's a picture or something. If it's a receipt, we go down this path. I read the information from the receipt and then I extract only a couple of things like amount, date, and a short description. And then I have to get the last voucher number, the journal number, because I need to fill these lines in. And then the lines are created and that's it. So let's see if we go back. This is my old journal, number 14. And we created a new one, 15. So let's refresh this browser. And if we select this and go into the lines, we should see hopefully a first line. Okay, here are all the lines. You see what happened is here is basically from the hotel. This was an online ticket. This was from Buzzsprout something. And this one was the taxi. You see automatically created for you. I have here a ledger account and I have here my vendor account, which is Ludwig, the vendor. I can show you in a second once I hover over it. So all of this is automatically filled. And the only thing that you have to do is basically post the journal at the end of the day. Okay, so that's it for this short demonstration. Now let's go back to my PowerPoint for some closing remarks and a short summary. Okay, so after this short demonstration, here's a brief summary. So the first thing, the demo that I showed you is of course not perfect and not complete. For example, I selected the vendor automatically based on my data that I insert. But you can filter them based on the vendors that you have set up in your ERP system or in a table or somewhere to make it more adjustable and flexible for you. Then the other thing is I just defined the ledger account travel expense that I wanted to use. But of course you can use a different mapping. For example, if you have train tickets versus hotel expenses versus something else to identify the ledger account automatically. And of course, I did not attach a picture in my journal, but that's something that you can easily do. But that's not the main point that I want to share here. The main point is that you can use smart glasses or any other device that you have to integrate different things with the Power Platform, which shows a bit the openness of the platform. So what I showed you uses Meta, Google, and Microsoft in combination in one single flow. And the main point is not the tool set that you use or the technology, but the main focus is the customer success and customer experience. And of course, what I showed you is a kind of completely and fully automated end-to-end process. In my office, I had to move around a bit, but this doesn't matter. I hope you got this story, how easy this can be done. Okay, so that's it for today. As usual, if you have questions or comments, just send me a message or leave me a comment on the blog or on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and listening, and then till next time.